Now, I've talked about lunging before, and I want you to understand that I am not against lunging. I am not saying to not lunge, that you shouldn't lunge your horse. What I am saying is that there's lots of things that somebody that's just starting out, especially because you're being told to lunge your horse, and there's lots of things that you're missing that your horse is doing that's causing some bad habits, and that's causing a lot of times that you're having trouble controlling your horse, and or the horse's attitude. You know, sometimes when your horse all of a sudden just gets really upset or resistant when you want to go one way and he wants to go the other. And I think a lot of those things have been started from lunging, or just really from anything, even round pinning your horse, because you've got to watch for these things so you can correct them. And the way we do it starting out is with the half circle, which we're going to do the half circle with Opie here in just a little bit. All right, I'm going to go ahead and lunge. You want to stand on that maybe? Sure. Would that help? I think so. Okay, I'm going to point some things out with Opie that I want you to look for when you're lunging your horse. Okay, right off the bat, when I move my horse away, I'm not asking my horse to back up right now. That's what I want my horse to do, is to move the shoulder, okay? We want to drive our horse. We want to teach our horses to drive. We want it to start back there, not up here, okay? So we've been working shoulders. So I want Opie, good. Okay, you see how fast he took off? He's in a really fast trot. Now, he's also paying attention to everything outside. You can see that's where he wanted to go, and he just really pulled on this. You can see how fast he's going in that circle. Well, usually when your horse does that, you're going to have a speed control problem, because when he gets to moving with something attached to him like a halter and a lead rope, that's really going to shoot his adrenaline up, okay? Now, when Opie wasn't really, let's see what he does on this side, but going to the left, he was keeping his nose straight. I actually want it just a tad to the inside. Now, some horses, and he may do it to the right, we'll see here in a minute, but if your horse is going in a circle and his head is looking to the outside, then you're teaching him that that's okay. He can do that. Just like right then, how he really got fast with me. I'm saying, okay, when I get on you, you can take off like that in a fast trot or a fast slope. I'm saying it's okay. But when the horse is looking to the outside, now he's got most of his weight on the right side. All right? So you're going to have a hard time being able to control your horse's body, to position your horse's body, which we've got to be able to position. We got to be able to move the body with our legs, so we're able to position him in a right lead or a left lead, or, you know, if we want to do a leg yield while we're in forward motion, you know, just so many different things, even vertical flexion and collection. We've got to be able to control the body, all right, with our legs. Okay. The other thing is, if he's going to let's say to the right, and he's got his head to the left, 90% of the time he's going to be in the wrong lead. He's going to be, this left leg is going to be out front instead of the right leg. And that's going to be another huge problem for you. So, okay, let's see what he does going to the right, and then here in a little bit I'm going to show you how to correct it. Okay, I want the shoulder over. My focus is 100% on that shoulder. My right hand is giving him the direction, showing him the direction I want him to go. Almost. There we go. Okay, you can see right here on his right side, he's having a little bit of a problem. Okay, let's get back over here. Okay. I'm just going to hold this right here. There he goes. When he goes forward, I release. That's letting him know that, hey, all I want you to do is to go forward. I release. Now I want to tap the shoulder. There we go. Okay. Okay. There, release. Okay, there we go. He gets the release. He's not comfortable with this. Boy, isn't this interesting? You know, sometimes, you know, this is telling you a lot. This is telling you, for one thing, my horse is not resistant at all on that right side. He's all resistant on that right side. Okay? So that means if you're riding, you're going to have a hard time pushing that body over. And if he's off looking somewhere else and you push with that right leg, it's going to spook him and he's probably going to go to bucking, or he's going to take off with you. So these are the things in the body language that we need to read. We need to read it when we're doing this. Not just because my horse did a good circle 10 times. How did he do the circle? What did he look like in that circle? Okay, we're going to go back to this. What's wrong? Oh, ready? Okay. You know, right now he's saying, Larry, I just don't want to do this to the right. I'm just not comfortable doing this. The bleachers are here. Rhonda's on the bleachers. I've got to go in between the bleachers and you. He said, I'm really claustrophobic. You know, I really am. And so me having the right side to you is really making me nervous. Okay, I like that right there. He started off in a walk. See the slack I'm giving him? I'm giving him all the slack that he needs. This is so much better. Okay, now I'm going to ask him to disengage. All right. So why the sudden change? Boy over here, he's backing up. He's just, the head's up, you know, and then a few minutes later, he does it perfectly. What? I've said this many times. What made the change? What made him decide, hey, this is okay? I'm even going to start off in a walk. My adrenaline's not up, so I don't have to trot or just, take off out of here. It was because I let him rest. I let him stand still. I got his adrenaline down. I got his curiosity on my hat. I got him curious in my hat. He forgot about all the fear, and his adrenaline started coming down into where he was more relaxed. Okay? All right. Now, let's try this again. Good job. Okay. Now this isn't too bad. See, I'm talking now. I raised my energy with my body, and he decided, hey, I need to go in a different gait. I'm going to slow my energy down, and then he slows his body down. Okay, that was pretty cool, wasn't it? Now the thing about that is that when you're in the saddle, when you're riding and you're squirming in the saddle, or you're doing all kinds of things, and maybe you're squeezing, maybe you're a little afraid you're going to fall off and you're squeezing, or you're just talking to your friends and you're getting kind of loud, that's raising your energy. And that's going to make your horse very, very nervous. Now, how do we use that for something? How do we turn that to a positive thing? By teaching our horses, starting out in a round pen, teaching our horses that the energy we're applying from our seat is the same energy I want you to apply, which is going to be a trot from a walk and a lope or a canter from a trot. Now, as they start understanding what this movement is in the seat, then I could go from a walk to a canter. Okay? Now the other thing, this is where we start doing transitions too in the saddle. I want to ask my horse with my seat to go forward. I don't want to kick my horse to go forward. My pelvis comes slightly forward and the horse is going to start off in a walk. Then I increase the energy in my seat and he goes to a trot. And then he goes to a lope. And then I slow my energy down. He comes back to a trot, back to a walk. Okay, that's communication from the seat. Okay? Now, this is not difficult to do. The horse will pick it up very quickly. This is going to help you also on your speed control. All right? Okay, now we're going to go back to the left. I want him to move his shoulder to the left. Okay, so he's going, no, I want to go back to the right now because I kind of liked it. Okay. There he goes. Okay, he's going to start off in a trot. He's pulling on the lead rope. Now, we're going to start over. I'm going to ask him to walk. Now I'm going to show you how to correct this. I'm going to ask him to walk first. If he starts in a trot, I'll show you how to correct it. Okay. Shoulder over. Okay. I'm going to step into his hindquarters and I'm going to disengage him. Now, boy, we had a big reaction. Good. We need those big reactions. Because if we don't fix it on the ground, we're going to see it on a trail somewhere. And if some of you aren't paying attention, he's going to come right out from under you. So let's fix it now and continue doing this, working on this for the next few days so we can condition this and make it a habit for our horse. Okay, here we go again. Let's see how many times it's going to take to get this walk. Okay, almost got it there. Okay, now I'm going to disengage him. I'm going to let him come down. We're getting some rain right now. He's here in the rain. He's really staying focused with me, and that's good. But there's no doubt his mind is still thinking about the sudden disengagement. His mind is thinking about the noise from the rain. There's a lot going on here, and I have to understand that. Okay? So that's going to keep me from getting frustrated or too impatient. Did I say that right? Okay. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to go to the disengagement. Remember this. Remember this tool. Now the disengagement is a tool that we're going to use for a lot of things, for our lead changes, and getting our horse's attention and letting him know when something's not right. We call that interrupting his thought pattern. He takes off. When adrenaline goes high and he takes off, then that means he's having, there's fear. I need to go. and his thought is getting out of here. We interrupt him really quick. All of a sudden, boom, his attention is back on us. All right. Much better. Okay. Right there, I moved in. I added more pressure. You know, I added more pressure. Okay. He's like, oh, okay. Let me fix this halter here. Okay. All right. We're going to go to the left. I want the shoulder to go over. I want to help him here. I want to tap him. Okay. See, now he's starting to think, I know you're gonna disengage me. You know? So we're getting somewhere. He's starting to think. It's about half thinking and half reaction. The thing I want him to do is to walk off softly, but be soft mentally so his body can be soft, but I still want him to be thinking, you know, I want to be ready for when my owner or my rider asks me to do something. Okay? All right. Not bad. Right now, he's not flying out of here. He's taking a step or two and then turning in. I didn't ask him, you know, to come in. But I'm going to reward him for 2 or 3 of these. And then I'm going to say, no, I want to keep my arm out, saying I need you to go this direction. And then I'll make the decision when I want you to turn in. Like right there. Okay. I didn't ask, so I'm going to keep him going. Keep him going. I'm going to ask him right there. Okay. All right. Y'all have any questions on this? Are you understanding it?
I'm not able to see any comments for some reason.
Oh, okay.
It's not showing any of it.
Okay. All right, here we go again. Now, I want to be the first to ask him to yield. Okay. Now we're going to do our half circle. We've kind of been doing them already. I'm going to get off the big circle thing, the lunging, and I want to drive him from there to here. We'll say point A to point B. I want the shoulders to yield first, and then I'm driving him by looking at the hindquarters. My focus is on his hindquarters, and then right when he gets to point B, I'm going to disengage him. All right? Okay. Now we're going to go to the right. There we go. Okay. It's okay. He does not like coming in between me and these bleachers. There we go. And then I'm going to ask for a disengagement. The point of this exercise is that, see, I can get a quicker or a faster result of him connecting with me doing a half circle. Doing it in a big circle, it takes longer. It takes, for one thing, you've given him all of your lead rope or your lunge line, and it's going to be hard to get him to quickly turn around and face you. A horse, I've always heard that if you correct them within the 3-second time period, within 3 seconds, then the horse is going to remember what he was rewarded for. But if he does something that's incorrect, like maybe looking out or kicking cow kicking at you, and if you don't correct it right then he's not going to know why by the time you got him stopped over here. Does that make sense? Okay. All right. We're going to go to the left. There we go. I still got my arm up. I still got my focus. Now, if I want to, if he starts off, I can see that body shifting and he's fixing to jump to a trot, I can disengage him right here if I want to. All right? See, right now I need to get his focus on my body language. His adrenaline's still up. He's probably about an 8, and he's just more connected with me. I want him connected with my body language. This means to go right, and as long as my arm is out here, he is to continue going right until I drop it. Okay? Perfect. Now disengagement. Okay? Okay, good. That was a good one. All right, let's go to the left. Okay, see, I shut him down a little bit quicker, faster. Instead of letting him go on around, I shut him down right in here. Okay. There we go. Okay. I always like to back them up. This gives me my backup exercise. Once you get your horse to where he's comfortable with this, and you send your horse to the left and to the right, you're going to be able to see any resistance in the body. If there's a lot of resistance in his pole, his neck, the shoulders, the rib cage, or the hindquarters, you'll be able to see it. The other thing is you're also working all of those areas in this exercise. And the other thing is that you're going to be able, before you get on, to send your horse to the left, to the right. Some of you might have to do it 4 or 5 times on each side. Usually with my horses, I can do it once, going left, going right. Sometimes I may have to do it 3 or 4 times even with them. But I'm also able to evaluate my horse not only by the resistance in his body, but also looking at him throughout his whole body at any kind of injury that he may have, a cut, or maybe he's a little lame, maybe he's got a bellyache. You'll be able to see it in the horse's body as they're passing you. Okay? All right, now we're going to go to the left, the side he's struggling with here. Okay, I'm going to back him back out of the space. I'll hold it, then I'll release when he releases. I don't pull more, I just hold it. Okay, I have a lot of people ask, how do you keep, your horse from turning and facing you? They can't get their horse to move forward. And that's where the driving comes in. You have to, we try to pull on our horses to get them to go. Instead, I want this lead rope as loose as possible so I'm able to drive the horse instead of pulling. Now right there, he's pulling, So the rope tightens. Now it's back loose again. Okay, good. He's pulling, rope tightens. He releases, but I don't want him in here on me. There's our walk. Now, he's going to have to go in between me and the bleachers. He wants to. He's trying. He's trying to walk. Now he's trying to poop. He says, I got to get rid of this load here. Okay, if y'all need anything from the concession stand, we're going to take a break here. All right, here we go. There's our walk. Wow. That was pretty good. You know, he's still kind of quick. After, you know, I'm not expecting perfection here tonight, but I guarantee you tomorrow, and surely not, and I guarantee you tomorrow he's going to be doing 100% better, and it might take another day, but guys, this is the thing. When they start doing really good, that doesn't mean that you don't have to do it anymore. It means you got to keep doing it. You got to condition that this new stuff that he's learning, these new thoughts, these new techniques and strategies. You have to condition it in them to where they're not afraid to do it, where they don't have fear. That was really good. Okay, now he's alert. Let's see what he does when he's watching the dogs. His adrenaline's up. Let's see how he does here. He handles that really good. Okay. Ask him to disengage. Good. Much better. Much better. Okay. All right, now he's trying to look over there again to see how he changes mentally. Good. Okay. I like this. I really like this. He's still, you know, he's kind of wanting to go to the right with me. So that's making that side of the body tight. But you can see how the rope will at times just loosen up. It's because he's thinking, oh, no, wait, if I do this, then I don't have the pressure. Here I got the pressure. Here I've got the release of pressure. All right, y'all follow me? Okay. Boy, I mean, we've had some, I can't tell you the times that, you know, teaching this exercise to horses that they go to rearing and kicking out. And we got one coming from Texas either this week or next week that it's going to be good. It's going to be really good. And because when I was working with her, oh gosh, it's probably been a year or two ago in Texas, she would come by and she'd cow kick, and I haven't worked with her in that long, and I don't think the owner has been able, she's busy and hasn't been able to work with her, so I'm sure we're going to see some of that, so it'll be really cool. We'll have her in a feeding time so y'all can see it. Okay, we're going to do this one more time both ways. Okay, and okay, you know, I want to see a more fluid flow to where she disengages instead of just stops and then moves the hindquarters. But I like the adrenaline down, taking her time. She's showing a lot of confidence and a lot of courage, and I like that. Okay. Looky there, I don't even have to swing my rope. There she goes. Look at there. Now her head's to the inside. That was a good disengagement. I got a rubber on this. Okay. What?
He.
You got a what?
It's he.
He. Okay. It's a he, excuse me. Not that makes any difference. Females, they'll do it too. They're worse. Okay. So the things to look for, a couple things that I didn't point out in the lunging is also watch your horse's shoulders. Your horse could have the shoulder to the outside. Your horse could have the inside shoulder in. A lot of your horses, when they're coming around, they could be dragging the hindquarters. And what it is they're off. They're out of alignment. They're not aligned. They're off balance. So we want to get, if he's coming around and he's dragging his hindquarters, we want to get that hindquarters over, and now they're balanced. Okay? Isn't that right, Opie? So that's the reason why I'm saying, guys, I'm not saying not to lunge your horses. I'm saying do this first and get your horse's attention. Get your horse's attention on you, and then your lunges are going to be so much better. And then, some people lunge their horses for 30 minutes. I know some that done it for 45 minutes. And boy, with these half circles, you can get whatever you need just within minutes, and you don't have to lunge your horse for so long. Save your horse's energy. Okay. Is there anything I'm missing?
That was great.
Okay. Practice these different exercises. I know some of you may have questions, but she can't see the questions on there tonight for some reason. And get out and practice these things. Do creative things with your horses. We'll show you some more things when we get outside, when it's not raining. Tomorrow I'm going to do some exercises. It'll probably be about this time tomorrow. We're going to do some exercises with Opie under the saddle, and we'll Facebook Live some of that, if not all of it. And it'll really be cool, and you don't want to miss it. You can see how he's acting just on the ground. He's probably going to act very similar to that when I get on him tomorrow. So that'll be fun. And this is such a great horse. I love this horse. Willie, he's always wanting to please. He tries really hard. And so as long as my horse is trying hard, I'm going to be very patient. I'm going to take my time, and until he's able to be comfortable with whatever I'm asking him to do. Okay, I guess that's it. Stay safe out there. God bless you. God bless your passion, the horse. You ready to go? You ready to go? Okay. Huh.
At first I saw Lori Hartzell, a lady I know from back home. She was watching. And I thought, well, now